Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Please subscribe if you haven't yet already. It's a red button beneath me somewhere, and if you click on that you'll be subscribed to my channel. I'm lowering my eyes because I am seeing all the glitter. There's also the white bell button next to that, and if you click on that you'll get an alert every time I upload something new. And if you like this video, please click the thumbs up button. That would make me very happy. This video is a kind of New Year's Eve, or kind of whenever you want to be going out or staying in. I likely will just be staying in on New Year's, but I will be like full glam from the neck up, if not from the neck down. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, including totally kiss-proof lipstick, please keep watching. All right, first I will lay down my NYX Glitter Primer. Even though I'm not really going in with actual glitter, giving myself an extra kind of sticky base will just help everything adhere a bit better. And I'm going to work on my crease after I do my lid color. I'm going to first go in with a Morphe M124 and MAC Fix Plus. And the reason I'm going to go in after with kind of my crease is because when I use glitter glue, it often stays tacky for longer, and I don't want to have skipping in my crease. And I also don't want to lay that down with anything because I want it to stay tacky. So I'm going to go in with Starlight from the Jouer Ultra Foil Shimmer Shadow Palette, and I'm going to pat this down just to give me a very glittery, not really glittery, I guess. This is more just metallic and foiled. Foiled, I guess is what it is. And it's going into my crease, and that's okay. It's another reason why I want to go through and do all of my blending in the end is I just need to understand that I'm going to be getting some transfer. All right, same on my other eye. And then comes the color. So I'm going to put this on, and then I'm immediately going to fan myself, and I will speed you through the fanning. So for the color, I'm going to use Urban Decay Heavy Metal Liner in Gamma Ray. I'm not going to use it for liner, I'm going to use it all over my lid. I tried this with blue bases and bases of other colors. You can do it with anything. I do prefer it with something underneath it and not just on a naked lid, but my preference is to put it over silver. And I think maybe that is also because I haven't really found the right blue. Most of the blues that I use are pretty kind of eggshell Tiffany blue, or like a dark blue. And this is kind of, what would I guess it's kind of cyan a little bit. It's kind of peacocky, I guess. And I don't have a lot of colors that I like that I could use beneath it. I also have found, hi there, that this color is better with a metallic underneath it, but you could also use a matte. And I've actually never used this as a liner. Just don't know that I would get the impact that I want to. So I'm going to speed you through it on my other eye, and then also through the drying. And I hope that I'm in frame right now. And also too, I have a mirror down here, and when I'm putting on something like this, I'm looking down because I want to keep my lid as closed as possible. All right, I will see you on the other side of this. And I'm just gonna make sure that my lid feels fairly dry before I open my eyes again. All right, then I'm gonna go in with my Marc Jacobs, the Wild One eye-conic palette with Dog and Pony with a small blending brush. And when you use glitter, it's just gonna move around. I'm trying to get it to be kind of precisely exactly there. but you can't really fight it too much. It's gonna transfer, it's gonna move around, it's gonna do what it wants to do, that glitter is. So choose a color that you like because it might end up all over. Right, I'm probably gonna come back and do more to my eyes in a moment. I will go in with some primer. I'll use the Ordinary High Adherence Primer. And I also have already gone in with my Too Faced Hangover RX Setting Spray. That is working really well for me as things are getting a little bit drier. See, I'm getting the transfer and I just need to ignore it. I'll try to come back in the end and do a little bit of fixing with it. For foundation, I'll use my Estee Lauder Double Wear. I want to try to use products that will keep me matte and stick around for a long time. Now obviously, the glitter is not matte, but what I'm trying to avoid is dewiness and shimmer and things like that, because I want to be able to control the dewy and the shimmer with whatever kind of highlighting or glitter products that I'm using. Don't need to have, I'm using I love this sponge. This is the Flower Beauty sponge, and you get such a nice, even distribution of color this way. I would say that for me, I can get this to be medium coverage foundation with a beauty sponge. Then I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape under my eyes and also around my nose, maybe a little bit around my lips because I want a little bit of definition on my lips. Doing something different with my lips today. It probably looked the same in the beginning, but the different formula that I'm using, that is amazing. But I'll show you how transfer proof it is. So that is that. Then I'm going to set this with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. And then I'm going to go back into the Marc Jacobs palette. I'm going to go in with the little MAC brush from a long time ago. And I'm going to go in with 18 Funny Bunny in my inner corner. And actually, now that I think about it, this would be a good color underneath it. I haven't used this color before with the Urban Decay, with the liner. Brows, I'm just going to use my Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown. I'll zoom you through that. All right, and I am going to go in with my Benefit 3D Brow Tones just to amp this color up a little bit. Give me a little bit more dimension. I'm going to do my eyeliner with my Inglot Gel Liner in 77, but before I do that, I'm going to go in with my Beauty Bakerie Lip Whip in Mon Chéri. And I'm doing it because I'm going to put on at least 2 layers and I want to let them dry. And because I'm going to zoom you through my liner, that's time that I won't be talking to you. So they suggest that you don't put anything on underneath it. I'm not going to line it. I often go through in the end to do a little bit of lining just to clean it up, but initially I'm not laying any liner down beneath it. And this also takes forever to come off. So I do have, they sell these kind of individual removing wipes, and I do have to use those. So I will put this on quickly, and then I'll jump into my eyeliner, and then I'll check in with you. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but when I'm using glitter or anything that is kind of thick and might come up as I'm pushing liner over it, I generally will use a gel and not a liquid or a pen. So just wanted to point that out. All right, gonna give myself some cheekbones with my NYX Blush in Taupe. And, oh, something else that I didn't mention. Because this is a look for evening only, I'm not using any SPF. And it's not like I'm having flash photography taken all the time, but on the off chance that that does happen, having no SPF on will make it safer. Not safer, not like it's not safe to get a flash photograph and have flashback, but makes your chances of having flashback less likely. Blush, Marc Jacobs Air Blush in Kink and Kisses. And then highlighter. And this is the Balm Mercier Lou-Manizer. High points of my cheeks. Hello there. And here. And on my nose. And a little above my brows. And actually, when I go in with a clean Morphe, this is an M205. And I'm going to put it underneath my brow bone, just to give myself a little brow highlight. I normally don't do that, but there we go. All right, and the most terrifying part of all of this, I'm going to attempt lashes. I've found at the get-go, I'm terrible with false lashes. And the things that I found that make it easier, number one, practice makes it easier. Number two, I found that using these kind of half lashes is easier. Using a full lash for me just feels like it's never ever sitting right on my lids. So instead of, and you can obviously go in and cut them yourself, but just like training wheels, I guess, right? I'm not good at this. We're doing this together. So what I'm doing is I took it off and I'm kind of rubbing this so it gets a little bit less stiff. These are actually good too. This one's from Sephora, but there are other ones, and it's this, I think it's called a bullseye, and it's designed to just make applying it a lot easier. And I found that that's true. So I'm using Velour Lashes adhesive in black. I used to use Ardell. I think that they use formaldehyde. That's the normal smell. I don't use false lashes very often. And this I can tell, the Velour Lashes I can tell when it starts to go because it starts to smell kind of funny. The Ardell always smells funny. And I think it's there as a preservative, but that's why I don't use it. I just use this. And then you want to let this hang out for a while so it dries down a little bit, so it gets tacky. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do another layer of this while I'm holding this in my other hand. I'm multitasking. Speed you through this. And then what you're supposed to do is keep your lips a little bit kind of apart from each other, not rub them together. It's a little bit damp right now, but it becomes matte, as I think you saw. I'm gonna zoom you in for this. This is me taking one for the team. All right, so what I'm gonna do is aim, because these are half lashes, I'm gonna aim for the outer part of my lash line. And then I'm going to flip it over, and you can just use tweezers, and I'm going to take the ends. This is true if you're using a full lash or a half lash. You want to try to aim that center part down and then press it down on the corners. Okay, I'll speed you through my other one. Seriously, if I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm gonna go back in with just a pen liner. This is my Kat Von D, just over the strip, just to make sure that everything is neat. And I honestly didn't think about it before. I haven't used any mascara. I don't know that I will. For me, because my lashes are so dark, it doesn't really matter as much, but you do, I'm not gonna use mascara now, because I will reuse these lashes. The thing you want to remember is if you're using false lashes, you can reuse them as long as you don't have mascara and everything on them, you know, several times until they start looking kind of funky. And so I'll be reusing these. Last thing I'll do, second to last thing I'll do is go in with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. Last thing I'll do is go in with my Too Faced Hangover RX spray just to keep everything locked in. And then last but not least is this. So this is totally dried down at this point. And here's my naked hand. I don't know what they put in this stuff. I don't want to ask. I don't want to think about it. But it works. I don't use it very often, and it does kind of, doesn't feel the greatest, but I have never had, this is not even like a liquid lipstick. This is something like Outer Limits liquid lipstick. So thank you so much for watching. And I hope that you have fun playing around with glitter and with color and with whatever, no matter what you're doing. I'll probably end up staying home and being very formal from the neck up and being very casual from the neck down. So thanks so much for watching. A lot to do in the world and a lot to do on YouTube, and I really appreciate the time that you took to spend with me today. Take care, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.